With your hat. I just now moved my screen out of the way and I saw you. Hi.
How are you?
And Madeline's just having a little Christmas cake. She's having a little.
Yeah.
Are you eating it all at one time?
Definitely. It takes like 4 to 5 days in the fridge to eat. So I'm eating it that first night.
Christmas in June. That's perfect.
Yes. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our Guinness World Records in Paris with our lovely host, Lady. And she will be talking to you about her company and what she does in Paris and also the facts. So here you go, Lady.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I was missing you.
Oh, we missed you too.
So here I'm gonna show you this screen. Oh, cool. So we're gonna present some of the last Unimagined Guinness World Records. We couldn't present the last time. So I just wanted to invite you all to follow like my website. Is on Facebook too. It is called Paris Inolvidable. That's in Spanish. I just created this company 2-3 weeks ago.
Really?
And it's about
really?
tours, Spanish, yeah. Tours in Spanish all around in Paris. So for now we're just starting, but the idea is that I just put all the most important information about Paris, news, things that could be helpful for future tourists and so on. So here you have it. I'm gonna show you because I know all of us know how to write it. Paris Inolvidable. It means unforgettable Paris.
Oh, I love
it. It looks like this.
Oh,
well, congratulations. That's super exciting.
I'm so excited about this project. I just want to transmit all this wonderful feel with people from Latin America and from Spain too, all people who speak Spanish. So that's the idea. So we are just starting, as you see, but we are doing all that we can, giving all as much as possible.
Yeah. Are you on Instagram yet?
Yeah, I do have, but okay. I didn't know how to share the screen here.
So is it
learning about new technologies too?
Well, that's okay, because if you can go to the chat and you can type it in there too, and then I'll see it, and then I'll add it to the Facebook feed too.
So live stream, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, awesome. That. Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So I leave you a star because I know you want to share with us too. So hold on, I'm gonna prepare everything you need.
I don't know why that nougat intrigued me so much, but it really.
Yeah, I think you couldn't really sleep.
Yeah, I don't know why I've been focused on this nougat. Like I even wrote down. I just realized I have a little sunburn on my nose, and because I was traipsing around the Fontainebleau and then the Bois-le-Roi, the King's Forest, and so I think I got a sunburn on my nose, and then I was pulling plants out of my hair earlier. They're in there. I think they're in there. It smells really good. It's linden or something. So is that the nougat? I didn't actually see it. I just wrote all the facts down, and I was just looking at this, going, looks like almost like a memorial, like a gravestone.
Like a memorial.
Oh my gosh! I just realized that all of that is the nougat.
Nougat. I kind of thought it was going to be like this log or something. It's an effigy to nougat.
It says fat nougat in the back. Fattest nougat in the world.
Yes. Well, if you're of course, if you speak English, if you're American, you're going to say gross nougat, but it's gros nougat, which means fat nougat.
Yeah.
This just gets better and better each moment. Okay, so that's the nougat. Look at that. It's got it's like velvet curtains and gold silken tassels of the tie backs. This is a serious thing. So apparently I'm looking at it now, and I mean, I guess it makes sense. So it weighed 1,300 kilograms, which is 2,866 pounds. Is that possible? Holy smokes, that's huge. And it was made by, I'm going to completely butcher their names, of course, Jérôme Guyon and Bernard, I think it's Mouon. And they were a team, and they called themselves Maître Gourmet, like Maître Gourmet. Maître, I think, is Maître, like master. So like Master Gourmet.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Yeah, it's the Matrix of nougat. And it was made in Montélimar, France, on June 20th, 2005. I wonder where it went. I actually didn't get to read that, or it didn't say. I mean, that's 15 years ago. Could it possibly be still? It's like
I check if there was a new one, like another one, and there is not. This is the first for now.
Oh my gosh. I was like, I mean, how much you have to just beat it by, I guess, maybe 1 kilo or something. So it was 96 centimeters high, which, what is that, like 5 feet maybe or something?
3 feet.
3 feet?
Around 3 feet, yeah.
And then the length was 1.3 meters. Could that be right? No.
Yeah.
And the width was 1 point or 1. Well, they say 1,12, which I guess is like how we say 1 point. Geez, meters.
Meter.
Wow.
That's huge.
That would
So more than
kill
3.
someone if they tried to eat
2.6
Yeah.
feet, kind of.
Oh
Huge.
my gosh.
I mean, it looks like it's small, but I think it's because there's the picture.
Yes.
The picture, but after all that, you can imagine how big it is. Like 1 meter.
Yeah, Monsieur Jérôme Guyon needs to stand there. Yeah, he needs to stand there for reference, I think.
Do you know, Tracy, do you know what flavor of nougat it is? Or
I think
like
it's,
what nougat is?
Yes. So it was 400 kilos of almonds. So I don't know, like 900 pounds of almonds, and 26 kilos of pistachios, and 160 kilos of honey.
What?
And then
but bees are going in, they're endangered.
Well, this is so probably sad. What caused it, because this was in 2005. So there you go. And so, and how you make nougat, it's almost like divinity. You have to like whip the egg whites and incorporate it with like this meringue kind of thing. So this took a lot of work. I kind of am curious on how they whipped all of those egg whites. It said 2,200 egg whites.
Oh.
That's a lot.
They probably had this giant mixer that they could fall into.
I mean, I guess they made it in batches or something. Yeah, so I'm curious as to where this is now. I imagine it was probably not real fun to.
Now it's in a restaurant. It is located in a restaurant, the place where these guys were coming from.
Oh, seriously?
Their sweet shop. It is located right there.
15-year-old nougat.
Ew.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like in Egypt when they go to, when they talk about they find things in sarcophagus in Egypt. They're gonna find like this giant 1,300 kilogram nougats at some point. In like 1,000 years, it'll still be here. Holy smokes! Well, good job, guys. I applaud them.
How do they preserve that? That's disgusting. Just like spray it with hairspray or something.
I want to go find. Now I want to go find this thing. I'm gonna look it up.
I want to lick it.
I have a pilgrimage, a nougat pilgrimage to go on.
Yeah.
It was probably down where I just was too. I probably walked right past it and didn't even recognize it.
That's crazy.
Yay! All right, so
now you know everything about nougat.
I do.
Now you can sleep.
I know. I've been so tired.
Yeah, it's so relieved. Like, yeah.
I'm so relieved.
I finally discovered everything.
We got some more tasties. There we go.
All right. So this is the Bûche de Noël, which is what's behind me. And this isn't the picture I found when I researched it, so I'm a little nervous. But I hope.
Wait, is that the galette de Roi? That might be the galette de roi.
That's the Christmas look.
That
and
is?
the galette de roi.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, well, Christmas log is also known as Yule log. And what is it? It's a traditional dessert served around Christmas. It's made of sponge cake that you roll and then buttercream, frosting. You can put like chocolate, which is my favorite, and the one here it's chocolate.
Yeah.
And then you can use like marzipan to make decorations and make it look like a actual log. It's French at origin, but it's served in Belgium, France, Switzerland, Canada, Lebanon, and Vietnam, England, Spain, everywhere. I also made it when I was 15 with my dad in America, so it's everywhere.
It's made in Texas.
Yeah, so made in Texas. And also originally Yule, the word Yule is the name of the old winter solstice festival in Scandinavia and other parts of Northern Europe, such as Germany, where they would cut down a log on Christmas Eve morning and light it at the evening. So that's like the history around it. But the details for this record, it was in 2010. December 1st, and the flavor of the Yule log was chocolate raspberry, and the person who directed it was Philippe Gardet, who was a pastry chef and culinary consultant, founder and president of the International Culinary Order, which I translated from French, so that's not what the things actually completely called, but the Yule log measures 207.8 meters, which is 681.8 feet. It was made by 9 people in 35 hours, which took 2 days and a half to finish. It weighs about 730 kilograms, which is 1,609.4 pounds. And that took 170 kilograms of butter, which is 374.8 pounds, and 2,300 eggs. And you could actually buy part of the Yule log until December 27th, and the profits went to the charities and the owner of the Christmas fair, and you could find this at Parvis de la Défense. So that's all the information I found about that. I don't know if you have anything else to add, lady. I know the actual Guinness World Record later topped Lebanon. But yeah.
Well, I know it's still popular, and I know every year you see these incredible bûche de Noëls, these Yule logs. You know, you see them all over Instagram. They look incredible. I wonder if this one tasted good. I would have given it a try for sure. Chocolate raspberry, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, yum. That sounds really good. You'll have to make one for everybody this Christmas. Start practicing.
Yeah.
I want to. I should have done it last year.
And Tracy does the nougat.
Yeah, I'll do the nougat.
Oh God, we should have a Guinness World Records Christmas party.
Yes.
If he's going until then, like that'd be fun.
I'll bring the pandas.
Yes.
Right there.
I don't want to say what I want to bring. Going from last tour.
You'll come through hoverboarding. Remember
the giant condom.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, watch the last episode and we'll know what we're talking about.
It's a must see. You must know, because now I walk around Paris and I can't unsee some of the facts that we now know.
It's true. I walked there and I saw it and I was like, oh yes, that was all about safety. Safety. I don't know who's watching, but
just see everything differently. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And here you have galette de roi. And galette de
Ooh.
roi is like a pastry that we do for the Epiphany. So that it contains a feather. It's like a bean, and the one who discovers the bean can get a kind of cardboard crown,
Oh,
and it's the king of the entire night, or the queen.
or the queen.
Yeah.
Yes, or the queen.
Or the queen.
Or the queen.
This one was created in 2019. It is more than 1 kilometer long.
Wow.
It's very long.
Oh my gosh.
It's awesome.
Where did they put this? Where did they display it? Or
I have to tell you, I don't remember. I know it was in Paris, but I don't know in which part of Paris.
Okay.
Oh.
That's like half of Paris. That's half the size of Paris.
Yeah.
Across.
400 eggs, 30 kilograms of flour.
Okay. Oh wow.
You know how flour
Yeah, each kilogram is 2.2 pounds, so like close to 70 pounds, I suppose.
Yeah, you complicate my life with the pounds on the feet.
Wow.
I live through it.
15 kilos of almond powder, like
Oh yeah.
powder.
Huh?
6 kilos of cream and 48 kilos of butter.
Okay, that's actually not as much as I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the diet version of
Yeah.
No, I think that's a lot, Tracy. I think you're just comparing it to what I just said about how much butter and stuff they had.
Maybe. You're like, yeah, I guess
48 kilos. Yeah, butter is like, it's too much. I'm like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
30
And
kilograms.
when I hear the thing about flour, I'm like, that could kill someone if it fell on you. Like,
you just think of everything falling on people.
yeah.
Like in Looney Tunes when everything just fell, you know.
Yeah, I really do. I'm like 700 pounds of butter. That could fall on me.
Madeline just walks around Paris like this. Oh shoot. She's just worried about nougat falling on her.
Yeah. Nervous about the nougat.
And so did Panda. Hey. Oh, you got a little so and isn't that's where you pull out the little baby or something, right? No, that's
it's like a bean, like a feather.
Yeah.
Fully French. Feather is like a bean
Oh, like with
figure, you know, and it changes. It depends on the pastry you buy it.
I just
but
realized.
Always going. I mean, like this is a huge one, but usually it's something like this, like for just sharing for 5 people.
Yeah.
And then the one who just gets the bean is the one that is crowded.
Okay, so this is kind of like Mardi Gras.
I think it is.
Maybe, yeah. It's
like we call it king cake.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The beginning of January.
Yes. Yes.
So that's
like
a
that
very
Tuesday, and then yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And in France, we always have this. It's very, very important. It's like everybody like saying like, oh, let's take a galette de roi, and we just meet all together. And
yes,
I have been crowded 3 times.
Oh, you have. Oh, you are definitely the queen.
I get it. Like I always get it. Always.
So we have to be friends with Lady because then she has to
I
stay
am
in
the
there.
queen.
She presides over
the castle.
Can you get it out? You can't get it, I guess, outside like the rest of the year. I guess it's like Yule, like a bûche de Noël or Yule.
Hard to find.
Okay.
Like in all pastries, all bakeries, you find it just in January.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually remember this year when they were selling it, you could get it in like Franprix and stuff. Like everywhere sold it. And so it's really seasonal.
Even at the supermarket, you can get it. Like industrial one, but
yes. Yes. Not as delicious as this 2 kilometer long one, I'm sure. I'm sure that was delicious. Oh!
Now you have the pandas. I love the pandas so much. I like it. I looked at this photo and I'm like, oh, this is so sweet. So here we have the biggest or the largest display of pandas. The entire world. Okay, this is a Guinness World Record. They just set up 1,600 pandas.
Wow.
Oh, that's so cute.
Why?
Yeah, it was World Wildlife. Ooh, that's so hard.
Oh, yeah, it's a tough one.
World
Oh.
Wildlife Fund.
Oh.
You know the organization WWF?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
For
The world.
medallions.
So it was the World Wrestling Federation. So it was for nonprofit. I really like this. It seems that most of these things now are for raising awareness, raising money
Exactly.
for.
That's
these
what
things.
is very interesting about the old Guinness World Records. It's like just beyond of just establishing a record, it is in kind of linked to a motivations or environmental motivation or just to create consciousness about it.
Yes. Back in the day, it was just to do it, and now actually there's usually philanthropic focus to it.
That's impressive. So they did here were the 1,600. They are made in papier mâché,
Oh yeah.
So they are representing the remaining animals. So they are reminding pandas in the wild, like that are still in the wild.
Oh.
Yeah. So it is just to show that we imagine it's hundreds, like it's representing all the environmental change and the risk and how we are risking all our animals, So yeah, that's why you have 1,600. And they were created by using recycled paper.
Wow.
All of them, recycled paper, water-based ink, and rice glue.
I love that. I want one.
They look
they're adorable.
They are adorable, yeah.
Can you
Just
buy
to
one?
show the risk of the biodiversity, So it was 2019. Was that last year?
Oh, it was just last year. They must. I guess they auctioned them off.
Sorry. 2016. It is 4 years ago.
Did they auction them off then? They must have.
Sorry?
They probably auctioned them, sold them.
I don't think so. No, what they did is they just gathered all of them and they were doing the entire world, we can say. Like they were traveling all around the world.
They were touring pandas.
Yeah. They started in Paris, in the municipality hall, Hotel de Ville. So the whole of the municipality of Paris, they started there. They went to the Eiffel Tower. They went through different spots. So you can check out the images. You have a lot of images of them just traveling all around the world.
Wow. Yeah, when I looked
this up now.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I looked it up, I didn't find a lot on it. I just ended up finding a lot of panda information, but I did find out a lot about this. So
it's quite hard to find, and that's what is impressive. Like, how could this information be that hard to find? Is
right.
Just a way, and a very creative way to just make people being conscious about this problem. It's quite hard to find information, I have to say. Yeah.
They need to do one about bees now.
Like you have a mixture of this is so lovely, and then you're learning at the same time. And
yes. They need to do one on bees now. They need to create, 2,000 paper mache bees and then do the same thing.
Yeah. We can try that one.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah,
we'll each, we'll find 4 people and we'll each do 500. Easy. No problem.
Yeah. It'll take like a few days.
Yeah. I know each time we do this, we talk about, that's so cool. That's a great picture.
So here, I love this one because he's like, he's looking at you, like this panda's looking at you. And here you have kind of like the background.
Oh.
So you said it was 1,600 pandas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's the largest display.
Okay.
Largest display in the world.
want to make sure I include
I
the
wonder
information.
what a little baby panda, like a real one, would think of a little paper mache.
Yeah, that's true. Like I just bring a panda there. Like, whoa.
Like if they came to this display, would they be like, "Oh my god, what's going on?
That's all my
These
brothers
aren't
and sisters.
people."
Yeah. We have to do it every time we do this. Then we think of what can we do that's like a world's record. But
Oh yeah, we should.
yeah,
It's a good
whatever you can do really fast. I have ADD. It's just gotta be really fast. Like who can eat a bouche de Noël the quickest? I think that's probably a good one.
Who
Oh,
can
yeah,
eat
that's a good one.
the smelliest?
Oh, the smelliest cheese.
Remember the smelliest cheese?
Oh yeah.
It was a Vieux de Bologna.
Vieux Boulogne.
Vieux Bologna.
Yeah, like old.
Yes. That it was literally they measured it to be the stinkiest
Like 50
cheese.
meters away. You can.
Yeah. There was a cheese that I had the other day. It would give that the run for its money for sure. That was it. We only had these 4 more, huh?
Yeah, we can continue. It's like it's not that easy. I'm like these one. There were so that are not especially in Paris, but you can still find in France. We can still find them.
I think we need to go back to the largest condom.
We just to see it.
Just to see it.
Review.
Yeah, we have to little review it. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what it normally looks like. Oh. It's
Yeah,
so
it is.
majestic there.
The
It's
Obelix.
like-
And the Obelix is like one of my favorite monuments all around Paris. Like my favorite. Like it's impressive.
And that's in such an area where there's all these other. I mean, it's like everything is in this one area. The fountains. Isn't that where the fountains are?
The
those
fountains
beautiful
were
fountains.
created at the same time, but they
Ah.
are like pointing to the most important cities in France, like
Oh.
Toulouse. Yeah, they have a meaning. And here you have the Obelix, 3,000 years old. It's like, and it is what is impressive with that. I told my guests, it's like this one is created at around 13th century before Jesus Christ. And the city of Paris was created in the 3rd century before Jesus Christ. I'm like, this is older than the city. And that's what I was like.
That's incredible.
Wow,
That still
I never knew
boggles
that.
my mind.
Like almost 10, yeah. It's
And then they put a condom on it. I was actually very surprised that went down. I mean, that was a little shocking. I feel, but I mean, that's good. But
How did that you
It's
could put
good.
that on without like damaging it or without worry
Madeline,
of
so many
damaging
jokes, so many
And it was
jokes.
during the night. So and it was during the night in December.
Isn't it always?
So it means winter. It is quite dark and so on. But it was with the help of a company too. Apart from the association startup, it was with a company, Benetton Group, and they helped to construct it. So they help after to put it there.
Oh, I have so many jokes. Oh my gosh. It's much easier. It's much easier to put it on when it's not so cold because it's sure. Oh. And there were more. That was the most PG. That was like PG-13. So, lady, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
With the tours that you do, what are your favorite tours? Like, what are your favorite places to take people?
My favorite place is Montmartre. Montmartre neighborhood. I think it's the best neighborhood that you can share here in Paris. Like you have so much history, but you have a mixture of art and every kind of art. It's like you just don't have the classical art, but you have also the street art tours and so on. So I really like it's a mixture. Montmartre, I like Quartier Latin, Latin Quarter.
Yes.
And I really like the parks. All that is parks in Paris. Like usually when you come to Paris, you just seeing a lot of buildings, a lot of monuments and so on. but you just miss nature. So I just been exploring all the parks we have here, and we have, and I'm like not a lot as we could, but we have enough to explore. Like it changes your experience. Like you are in nature, but at the end you are in Paris, and you didn't expect to imagine you are in Paris. So that's what I really like.
I agree. It's funny that you can hear birds singing all over the place, and you wouldn't expect that just because it's such a crowded city. But if you stop, you can hear tweeting birds, and you hear nature, and you can just sit and relax. That is, I agree. I think that's actually some of the best things about Paris. And yeah, Montmartre for sure. It's funny, you go there and it seems like it was created to be as it, like it's almost like it was designed specifically to be so bohemian and charming, but it's just how it is. It wasn't made specifically, it's just how over time
Yeah,
it came to
exactly.
be. And
And it was not even part of Paris. It was during a long, all these hill.
Yes.
Well, the hill was not part of Paris until 1860. So it is
That's
quite
really late.
yeah, it's quite new that it started to be part of Paris, and that's
Isn't
why
that
they didn't.
I
They
didn't
were,
realize that.
That's crazy that you think that's pretty new, because 1860 isn't new for most, you know.
yeah, that's right.
Like it's very modern, very modern. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it was
Wow.
water and swampy all around it.
Sorry,
Wasn't it? Was it like swampy and it was water and
outside Paris. No, it's like the poor neighborhood, and nobody wants to be there. But that's why you have a lot of artists who are coming.
What? Really?
They didn't have enough money to, so
oh
it
my
just
gosh.
became very touristic. But
Wow.
before that, it was not at all.
And now it's like the richest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can't be poor and live there. No. Wow. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
recommend
that. And it was in, and they said that the mayor of Montmartre of the hill died because of sadness, because after it was added to
What?
Paris, he didn't want this, and he 1 year after.
That's so French. People die of sadness, or they have too much. They are too much in love and they die. Like that's such a Parisian thing.
Yeah,
They have
It's
all
such
of the feelings
thing.
here, from
my
from
God.
grumpy to like most joyful and elated. They are definitely in their feelings here.
I agree.
Well, thank you, lady. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to share.
Thank you.
Next time we do a Montmartre tour all around, we should do one Montmartre tour.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm so down for that. Montmartre is like my favorite part of Paris.
I
Or I
love
guess part
Montmartre
of
too. I think it's
Paris.
gonna be the first tour we're gonna offer. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you heard it here, folks, ladies and gentlemen, right here from the lady's mouth. She said it. It's in
Oh,
stone.
I said
It's gonna be in nougat. I'm gonna carve it in nougat right now.
So
We'll
I
go there.
hope we just continue checking all the Guinness World Records. Anyway, you have the website. You can check the Guinness World Records. You can check out the videos. I think the best way to understand videos about Guinness World Records, and you have a lot all around the world that are quite weird.
Yeah. Very food based here, though. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
For good reason. Well, thank you. Thank you. And show one more time, if you don't mind, your Facebook page, and then
Yeah.
I want to make sure that people follow you.
It is Paris Inolvidable, Unforgettable.
There we go. And I'm going to type it on here too, so that way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It would be great. I'm just starting. I feel like I'm just creating.
Yes.
That's so
I'm very
exciting.
excited about this.
But you know, and you also, I mean, you're multilingual, so it's, you know, somebody, you can do it in English, you can do it in Spanish, you can do it in French. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I love languages.
Yes, you're smart girl. There we
All
go.
the languages.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to you.
Thank you so much, lady.
I'm
and
not
then-
just sharing this one. I like just doing it together.
Yeah. Yeah. So not next week, but the Monday after that?
Yeah.
Are you down?
2 weeks.
Okay, good.
Yay! I love this one. I love this event.
Yeah, me too.
And for anyone watching, you can also find more of our events on the Experience First website on the From Home tab. So that's where you'll find Lady in 2 Mondays.
Bye.
Lady in 2 Mondays.
Sounds
like a
Mondays.
name.
See you in 2 Mondays. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you in 2 Mondays.
See you in 2 Mondays.
Merci.